everybody, thank you for joining me. So we're going to do the September diary challenge today. These are the two sorry about that. Right, these are the two patterns that we've got for this challenge. So I'm just using a plain white tile today. So we're ready. So I'm going to start with this first, this tangle, and I'm going straight in with pen for this. Okay, so little stem. They make great berries, this little pattern. I'm shaking a bit because I'm nervous. Oh, thanks for joining me. Make me feel a bit better that I can see people there. So it's less than 16 weeks till Christmas, so today we're going to do something Christmassy. Can't believe how quick this year's gone. So I'm just making a cluster of little berries. Let's do one more. Okay, so that's that done. I'm going to switch to pencil now, and I'm going to draw some leaf shapes. Just do it lightly because we are going to change these. Oh, look at me shaking, sorry. So don't do these too heavy. I'm testing a little bit harder because I want you to be able to see. You want this leaf here to be about 5mm from the end of your tile. Okay, next do some at this side. I'm not aiming to get both sides the same. And again, you want one here finishing about 1/2 centimetre from the end. Okay, might put another one there. Right, so I'm going to come in with pen now, with my ink. I'm going to change these now and make them look like holly leaves. So it's just little curves. They don't all have to be the same size. You can vary them. And then I want you to put a centre vein in. So like I say, your curves can be all different sizes, because they are, aren't they? They're not all exactly the same, are they? Okay, the same on this side. Has everybody started the Christmas shopping? I haven't. I know one of my friends has got everything done and dusted. I've not even thought about it. Still got birthdays to celebrate for people first before I start my Christmas shopping. This can make a nice card topper, and then it's not going to be all that expensive for your postage if you make a smaller card. It's dead expensive now, isn't it? Right, so that's our first little bit done. Now I want to bring in some circles, so I'm going to use my red ruler. If you've not got your ruler, you could always use this. Okay, so I'm going to put first one about here. That's the second one, and then I can put a smaller one just going behind that. Okay, and put another one up here, this smaller one again, and then I'll put a bigger one behind that. Okay, I'm going to attach these to the holly. So you want them very vertical, these, so I like this ruler, it's got lines on it for me. So I'm going to do a double line on top of each of these. That's why you want it nice and straight, you don't want it at an angle. Just two more, do them all the same. And then this last one, I'm going to go up to that one. Okay, so I'm going to put a bit of detail on these little baubles, so you're going under and over. Same again. You just stop it when you reach the line and then go over, under. So this second little pattern that we've got here, I'm going to put on these baubles. So start with a bubble, and then I'm going to go round, and then another one, bring another one in, round again, and one more. It doesn't matter that it's going off the bauble. And then I'm going to bring one in here on this side. That's the first one. So I'm going to turn my pair because I don't want them all the same direction. So I'm going to do one here. And the third one. And I'm going to bring another one in at the front. That's two. This one. Again, it doesn't matter if it's going off, because that's what would happen, isn't it? And the last one, so this is going to go behind that. Just imagine where it'll be. Okay, so that's that. So we've just got one more bit of drawing to do. I'll start on this side. So I want, when I said ½ centimetre either side, it's because we're going to attach a border to that holly leaf. So draw it from here. And same here. And then join it at the bottom. Don't go through your bauble though. Stop when you get to the bauble. Okay. Right here, so I'm going to bring in some colours now. Oh no, I've got one thing, sorry. Pick your pen again. If your ink is dry now, you can rub out your pencil, and then we're just going to put a bit of pattern on these holly leaves. Okay, right, so straight in with ink, and on this bottom half of the leaf I'm just going to do some diagonal stripes. Same on each one. Pencil there. On this side I'm still going to do the bottom half of the leaf. Last one, and then we'll come in with a bit of graphite shading first, and then we're going to come in with the colour. There we go. Right, so on the graphite I'm just going to put some along that vein on the leaves. I'm also going to go along there because that'd have a bit of shadow there, wouldn't it? And there, because that leaves overlapping. Okay, carrying on. So anything that's overlapped is going to cast a shadow, so you can put that in while we're going. I'm not quite as shaky now, I feel a bit better. Okay. So torch on, hold it at the end and have it on its side. And we don't want to press hard, and we don't want to spread this too far. You're joining in, Andrea, thank you. Oh, missed one. Okay, so that's my graphite. Now I am gonna get to colour this time. I keep saying that. Right, so I'm gonna use deep green, grass green and white. So I'm going to start with the deep green. I'm going to put it on, my pencil's not rubbing out very well. Right, I'm going to put the colour on this half of the leaf now, on each one. Bit of shadow will be there, so I'll carry that dark green across where the shadow would be. I'm not pressing hard, you don't need to. In between these berries, I'm just going to colour that green as well. as if the leaf's going in the middle, you know. Okay, so that's the deep green. Now I'm coming in with grass green. I'm going to go over that deep green and then come in a bit further, just lightly. It does, doesn't it? Really, it looks nice on the baubles, that pattern. Okay, so I'm going to come in with my white now, and I'm going to go over. Make sure you're not got any colour on your white before you start. I'm going to go over what we've done. And this will soften it off, this white, and make the colours blend nicely. So that's what it's just nice and soft now, isn't it? The colour, can you see? I'm only going to do one layer of colour on these. I'm not going to do it again because I don't want it too much. I want the main focus to be on the baubles. Oh, I've missed one. I love colouring. Relaxing, I think. A lot of people stress over it, but you don't need to. Just little light layers, building up your colour. Yeah, if you do use like little tiles like this for card toppers, it's not going to be as much in your postage because it's dead expensive, isn't it? I think it's £1.70 now for a first class stamp. Crazy. Right, so that's that's enough colour on that for me. So I'm going to start on these baubles now. This one I'm going to do red, and that one I'm going to do red as well, so we can work these two at the same time. So the colours for this are claret, Sanntangle red and light red. Okay, so I'm going to start with claret, and I want my highlight to be here. Oh, that's good. Right, okay, so I'm going to start just a little bit on that side because this won't, like I say, that's where my highlight's going to be, and then working my way around. I'm going to put a bit more on this side, same here, and more on that side. I'm going to do the same on this little one here. Okay, now I'm going to come in with Sanntangle red. Again, we're going to go over that claret and just bring it in a bit more. Same on this one. Now in with the light red, exactly the same, just over everything and then a little bit more. I am going to do 2 layers on these baubles, so we'll do everything twice. Hi Cass, you okay? So I'm going to go, again, make sure you've not got any green on the end of your white pencil. I'm going to start where there's no colour there, and then I'm going to go over everything that I've put down. Same with this one. Okay, so I'm going to come in again for my second layer. So in with the claret. This time when you, at the end of where you want your claret to be, I want you to put a little bit more down, easing off the pressure even more, and that'll just give your next colour something to grab onto so that you get a nice blend and you won't have a rigid stop where one colour stops and another one starts, because you don't want that. So just lay down that little bit more colour on there. Sanntangle red. Same again, we're going to go over that claret in a bit more, and then I'm going to ease off my pressure and go out a little bit further so that when I come in with that light red, it's got something to grab onto, and that way you get a nice blend. Exactly the same with this little one. Easing off as you come to the end of where you want that colour to stop. Light red. And once again, ease off your pressure and just put a little bit more down. All over again with the white. I'm going to put one more layer because I still see a bit of white showing through the colour, so I will do a third layer. Okay, so this time when we're not going to go all over everything with the white, we'll just go where the highlight is. So again, in with your claret, ease off when you come to the end of where you want it to be. Okay, Sanntangle red. That's covered now, see I can't see any white, the tooth of the card showing through, so that's good. Light red. So ease off as you're coming into that highlight. You don't want it, you can put a little bit of that light red all over where the highlight is, because you don't want it to start white, you want it It's good. So now I'm just going to put the highlight in with the white. I'm not going to go over everything, because you want your colours nice and vibrant, so you don't want to go over it all with the white. Okay, so that's cool. While I've got my red, I'm just going to do my berries. So I'm going to come in with the claret, and the highlight again is going to be on this side, so you want more colour on the right hand side. Okay. Claret, we'll do exactly the same as we did the baubles. Exactly the same. So you're going over your claret and just going a little bit further with this Sanntangle red. With my light red again. These won't need 3 layers, these little berries, they'll probably just be alright with 2. So if you do the challenge for this month, if you post your picture and hashtag Sanntangle Diary challenge, one will be chosen, and I think Sandra's going to send a few little goodies to the winner who gets chosen, so it's worth having a go. You don't have to do what I've done, you can do your own thing as well. I'm just giving you an idea. Yeah, just one more colour layer on this and they'll be fine, these berries. So claret, Sanntangle red, light red, and then we'll be able to just do the highlight with the white, and that'll be enough for these berries because they're only small. So I'm just going to come in now and put my highlight in. Okay, and I will just put those little stalks in with my deep green. Okay, so these 2 baubles, I'm going to change it up a bit and I'm going to go for an orangey colour. So I'm going to use dark oak, clementine, light orange, citrus yellow and white. Okay, so I'm going to start with the dark oak this time. I know some of this is behind, so we're going to put a little bit of the dark down that side. And this one. Run all the way along the bottom, up this side, and then there'll be a bit of shadow there as well. We'll bring it in a little bit more on this side. Okay. Next one, I'm going to come in with my clementine. So same as before, I'm going to go over that dark oak. A little bit there. Then on this one, over the dark oak and bring it in a bit further. Next one, light orange. I've got a new set of pencils, I just haven't opened it yet because they're getting a bit small, mine. So again, over what you've done and bring it in that little bit more. I'm going to have a highlight like before. And then I'm going to come in with citrus yellow. And white, just clean off the end of your pencil. So starting where there's no colour and then pull it over everything else. Right, second layer. So this time, like I said before, ease off when you come to where you want to start using this colour, because quite a big difference between the orange and the brown, so we need to give that orange a bit of something to grab onto so that we get a nice blend. Clementine. Ease off again and do a bit more. Light orange. Citrus yellow. And then I'm going to go over all of it again with white, because I'm third layer then, and then that'll be done. Okay, so back in with the dark oak. Nice and dark around the outside edge, and then I'll just come in a bit further with lighter pressure. Clementine. light orange. Citrus yellow. And just a little bit of white where the highlight is. Okay, right, so what we're going to do with these, I'm going to use Sandra's Beautiful Glitters. I've got my glue pen. I'm just going to do this top row. On each one. Try not to go over your ink line because it looks nice when that's still on there, the black. I'm going to use the gold one for this first layer, first top one. I'm the messiest person as well with glitter, I'm afraid. That's the first one. I'm going to go in with the clear one for the middle. I've missed some of my gold, I'll have to go back. In with the clear. Oh, see, look, I'm messy. Back in my pot. I did miss a bit of the gold, so I'm just going to put that in, this little bit here. And then we've just got one left that we'll put the silver on. In the pot. I love these glitters because they're so fine and really good. Just brush the excess off. And I just got one more bit of graphite I want to put inside this little frame. Sorry I've not been looking at your comments. I'm not a pro like Sandra. I can't do two things until I get used to this. So just going on the inside of that frame. Bring my torch on in. Don't want it to spread too far, so I'm just going to go back and forth. And I will just put a little on this side of the baubles and just up there. Soften that with the tortillon. Okay, just one more. I'll just put your initial on. And there we go. Here's one that, when I said you could make it like a card topper, here's one that I made into a little card. Little 5x5, so it won't cost that much on postage. Alright, so there we go. Hope you've enjoyed that. I'd like to see if any of you've done it with me. Okay, thanks very much. Take care. Bye.